So we don't get a Shaco, but we do get Griffin for the once having to blind pick their jungle, as Damwon Gaming really are following up on this reputation from Canyon. Waiting to overall last pick, blind picking the early picking the Kai'Sa. They didn't hold on to the AD for last pick to help out Nuclear and Hoyt. They actually try to help out Canyon and get him the matchup to find him some confidence, because it would be understandable. We've seen him on screen 3-4 times looking dejected. It's only a little one, Valdez.
Just a small one here. We're ready to jump into game 3 now. Griffin up against Damwon Gaming, game number 3.
Hoyt can get it started. They have a Kai'Sa to potentially swoop in and end things. Nuggery's flash is still on cooldown, and here we go.
Oh, there we go. Sword setting it up. The misses. Oh, does get the flash there onto Nuggery. Will they have the damage? Absolutely. First blood goes to Sword. There's the follow-up after the level 1.
He finally goes halfway down the lane. He's discovering new territory for the first time at 4 minutes.
Is also a lot more fun. So 4 members here of Damwon in the bottom side. Viper not level 6 yet. Lehans looks like he's in a bit of trouble as Zoe from downtown. Lehans gets the double knockup though after escaping. Perfectly played to get to safety. Essentially 4-on-2. Gets away without even a summoner.
This time, the spoilers were in fact fake ones. The fake news, unfortunately, for Tarzan. This time, and that means that Canyon gets a huge freebie in the first Cloud Drink.
Predicted that. Maybe saw him go to the left. That's a very common recall spot, so sometimes you get lucky that way.
Canyon's here.
For Nuggery in the top side. Canyon is here, but so is Galio. Gets low, and here comes Galio. Will get the double knockup. Tarzan is going to survive in the flash taunt. Means that one will go down. Nuggery is here. Canyon, unfortunately.
All thinking was going to happen. Watch the replay. Canyon's in the right spot, but this is where the reliableness of Camille ult into Galio ult can happen. There is no time to flash there, and his flash, when it's available, see, a little bit less potent this game. And speaking of potency, an Infernal Drake will definitely draw a fight.
No hero's entrance, big thing to note. Looks like Hextech Ultimatum is here, but here comes Lehans. Nice flash away from Nuclear, doing a lot of damage to Lehans, but Canyon getting super low, smites for health, but still goes down. Tarzan gonna pick it up here. Can they get any more on the backside? Here is Tarzan again. They're gonna force that flash, and there's the Hextech Ultimatum. Finally comes off cooldown, was waiting for that moment to go for it, and they get 2 kills and an Infernal.
May not have been perfect execution, but it was enough for the side of Griffin to both get the Drake and get in. Their big thing is kill Canyon. He's half health. They'll get the Infernal for sure. They get that Infernal. They go over a ward and say, Infernal. They scoff at it. They want the Rift Herald as well.
Oh, Showmaker has to flash too, not expecting Lehans to be here. And they're going to get everything. As you're mentioning, Rift Heralds now to the side of Griffin should come in. Unless Canyon can get there on time, we'll have to wait and see. He's sprinting over.
And watch the replay here. Again, killing Canyon gets them an Infernal. That's why he's the person they go for. Nice W from Canyon for the start, but unfortunately, just like with the Scion, Joby can just go for his man. He doesn't care about positioning. They don't have a Zoe. They don't need to be intricate. They can just lead with their face. Speaking of leading with their face.
Well, Hoyt died. Looks like the Rift Herald still went the way of Griffin. As I mentioned before, the replay, they were sprinting at that Rift Herald. They knew it was on. But again, just another kill given the way of Griffin.
And that means that the reverse matchup, which is different, right? It's a reverse duo matchup, but getting the Camille and Galio is suddenly going to lead to some mind games from Genji, because now you have to respect them playing against it and with it. Here we go.
They want to finally get a kill, and it looks like they might be able to, but Tarzan is able to get a kill first, and Sword knocks him away. Oh, Canyon here. Can you please get one? He's hoping, praying for it. Finally is going to get that Camille, and with the red buff, it doesn't look like Sword can get this one. Finally, Canyon is able to show up, gets a double kill in the top side.
But even then, they lose the turret. It's a nice moment for Canyon on an individual level, but it doesn't really change the game state. 2 kills go the way. I'd say the rest of the map is in a pretty even state, and this is the big problem.
Using that wall, Tarzan gets in range. There is the Hextech Ultimatum. Doesn't look like even Galio's going to come over. They don't even need him. 2-on-1. That's what you pick that Camille for, the aggression. The ability to gank after level 6 is also fantastic.
If it ends up continuing topside, Showmaker.
Oh, that taunt was so close. That was
Trouble Bubble
less
just
than a
armed. Exactly, half a Teemo.
Showmaker.
Yeah, he's going to look for this. Remember, no ult either on Tarzan.
Here comes Nuggery, though, so...
They're going to turn on to Nuggery.
Okay, 3-on-3 for now. And look, they're going to get him. The taunt comes in and makes 0-5, say Griffin, as they kill the Urgot once again.
Is bullying reportable? Probably in solo queue, maybe not in competitive games.
You coming the whole way.
Feels like that famous Huni on Cho'Gath game against Longzhu Gaming in LCK Spring Final. But everywhere that Noguri goes, he's being turned down, whether he's making the right map movement on. Been a map transfer here. Jace hangs back. He's not going to get the direst treatment. He's going to hang back while his team takes Drake. And also, this bot lane turret will be under fire. There's no Rift Herald or Baron, so they know that they're splitting the map in a positive way. But Damwon also are making a good rotation because they are being, wherever they're outnumbered by, Chovy will lead to an instant doubling down on that.
Force, but a new look. And he's been looking pretty good on the Camille so far.
And it has the double whammy, as Lahens actually sidesteps there. They thought about it engage. Has the double whammy of helping them in 2 days. The Showmaker gets even more poked down. Because when Gen G play, now they're going to be thinking about parting the Galio and Camille duo. And that's another pick ban thing that Griffin can play with.
Taking a look at this bottom lane, even though Nuguri is down 0-5, he's still able to trade decently well. Up against Sword here. Might look for a play, but better to just chip away at the turret anyway. Here we go, though. The Fear Beyond Death going to land onto Sword, and he wants that kill so badly. He doesn't want to be bullied anymore. Oh, the shield just barely out of range there. He could have lived, but either way, gets the kill, trades 1 for 1.
We zoom out because we know Chovy's pretty deep. Spotted there. Really good Void Seeker by Nuclear. Does a solid for his team. Unfortunately, that means no killing turret. Just a turret goes the way of Griffin. I believe he would have been spotted earlier walking through the ward. We know is this duo from ahead is so damn scary, and this is the definition of ahead.
Well, you greeted for that ward. Will you go down? It looks like maybe you Hoyt alone, but they're trying to turn it around. Oh, the flash on in from Chovy enters the kill, and now that's going to be 2. Double kill now to Viper. Backline here, Canyon is going to find a kill. Those mechanics really on point, but now Chovy in the front line. The Lee Sin does go down. They want to get another ace here. It's going to be close, but not quite. Nearly gets that snipe with the paddle star.
Got it.
Oh man, Nuguri, he's mad, he's angry, but it's not gonna matter in the end. Zoe's gonna die too. Just opens up that ace here once again for Griffin.
It may be an ace. It's not clean. It's a dirty ace, but it's been a dirty series on the side of Griffin. They're still looking to be setting up for a 3-0 in this one. They can't take an objective off the back end, but you take 5 for 2. As a kill trade. Watch this replay. It's all about Chovy, who leads with the ult, but then sees everyone kite back together, and the flash is just so damn clinical.
It's unbelievable what he's able to do. Nice play on the backside here by Canyon. Nearly gets out alive, but again, it is Jace. So we see how he dies.
If Riot ever wants to make a balance change to Urgot, because even with his priority, he hasn't been nerfed, what I want to see is that ults like this, sniper ults, should actually be rewarded. Right now, there's no difference between a pinpoint ultimate and a sniper ult, and the sniper ults are so cool. We saw Smev popping off with them.
Yeah, super far ahead. Have to, once again, just take note of everything that's happened. They're about 5,000 and a half gold here. Sword might be in a bit of trouble as now Canyon is here, but the rest of his team coming on in. There's Rakan and the Camille, but he still goes down. The Fear Beyond Death is going to fear a bunch of them. Canyon getting low. Nuguri, he's pretty much dead. They just want to get the Lee Sin here. A bit more damage should do it, and they will find it on the backside. 2 for 1 in the tree.
Reverse bullying attempt is failed because Griffin are ahead, because Griffin are ahead of the play, both in terms of items and you can see in terms of pathing. They back away, they'll get a Mountain Drake from it as well. And Griffin continue their vice grip on the series.
Not really a close one once again. A couple of good moments this time around for Damwon in the early game, but outside of that, it is still, once again, very one-sided. Don't wait and see for that matchup. Still got to finish up this game here. So it looks a lot like situation of game 1, where Griffin were ahead, except now they have faster Baron.
Void Seeker is just to check someone in the pit, but doesn't actually check the Baron this time. There is that blue trinket.
Oh, thinking about an engage here. Sword waiting on the wings. Oh, nice flash plant is going to get them to safety. Lahens in an awkward spot there, too.
It's been a really good Baron defense the first time out by Damwon. They shot the Void Seeker, it missed. Then they used Blue Trinket. And now health bars will mean they'll get a reset to buy some control wards. Good defensive macro. Cool to see. But now they're sticking around. Griffin's initiators.
Damwon not ready to give up just yet. Tarzan, he wants that backline access. Just going to go straight at Hoyt, actually. And he's going to go on to the Urgot. They just want anyone really here. Can they burst him down is the question. Through the stone plate, no. Nuguri is going to live on the backside, so an attempt, but essentially a fail on a kill here from Griffin.
Hoyt was really smart. He went up to interrupt the Rakan from pinching down and getting the follow-up CC. But Griffin will still take the mid lane in a turret. This is still Damwon making the most of the scenario they're in. They're playing this one smart. Good to see from them. You want to see any signs of positivity if you're a Damwon fan for a potential 2019 assault on LCK Spring. The series feels like a bridge too far, but reverse sweeps happen. That's for sure. Damwon themselves have done it twice already. They have lost every game one they've played. Sorry, they've lost their last 2 game ones and almost lost the first one as deep TP.
Here we go, looking for Nuclear, just gonna go for the Zoe. Do they have the damage? The Urgot in the front is so tanky, but he is gonna go down here. Sword into that backline. Toby 1v2 on the left side. Take a look at everything happening here. Lee Sin goes down, Alistair goes down, Nuclear and Showmaker all alone. Griffin just looking to put the nail in the coffin onto this one. The flash forward as Sword. He wants the kill, but Viper picks it up. Nuclear all alone here. Can Lahens get the solo kill? No. The answer is no.
Or they're just trying to chase him down. There's going to be some really desynced respawn timers as well. Nuclear buys time, but what is that time for? Because Tarzan, he's already trying to end the game.
Yeah, they're pushing, and they have a chase too. But we got, you know, tens of seconds here on the side of Damwon. Nothing crazy. So they'll just go ahead, get the inhibitor, turn onto the Baron, take the best play that they can. Another great fight and transition from Griffin.
And the thing about Griffin is the first attempt at this failed, right? They weren't able to actually get the fight. Nuguri's coming down. He doesn't have Smite available just yet. As Sword just got the kill.
Okay, killed Hoyt, and now Nuguri is all alone. Tarzan, he's got a Guardian Angel, buddy. At this point, you can't go 1v5. Seems like a little bit of tilt. You can't cancel those anymore, and they just give over another couple of kills as if Griffin needed any more.
Yeah, they're running it down at this point, Valdez, unfortunately. That's trying one by one to interrupt, to kill, to do something, but every good news story is aborted so early. Alistair, of all people, was killed on his way to the Baron by the Jace.
Nuguri has died
rude.
10 times. 10 deaths in one game. That doesn't really happen in pro play, but we see that happening here tonight.
And bounces way over as Canyon gets a hello.
Sword.
Of course there's a teleport coming.
Yeah, Sword is so bloodthirsty. They just want more kills. Even Damwon says, we don't have to play like we're behind. We want just to get in there and die a couple more times. Hoyt is gonna probably go down here eventually. Goes into the death as he gets taunted and killed up. Damwon knows it. Griffin knows it. We all know it. Griffin are going to be making their way to the finals here. Should be the 3-0.
Absolutely, Valdez. Here it is, the finishing off 31 minutes. No laboring games like yesterday. Griffin have to come in favorites for the final. They haven't done it before, but they're qualifying for it once again.
They look so clean in this series. They want more kills as well. Even Viper gets him in the backside. GG. 31 minutes, and Griffin, the unstoppable force coming into this matchup, 3-0, and the quickest one we've had in a while. Who can stop them? Is it Gen Z? I don't think so.
You can't help but come away feeling a bit dirty about that game number 3. Griffin able to come in and just take people down left, right, and center. You can only have your eyes on one team today, and that team is Griffin, who book a date with Gen G.